So I spent about 3 months ago, I decided I was going to get my points in order and I was going to get my act together. And so I spent literally about 3 hours on all the websites trying to understand the programs and trying to figure out what I had to do and if I had to do a platinum challenge to get my status and how many points I needed. And it's so confusing. They make it, it feels like they make it confusing. There's different categories and you get different points. Is there an easy way to figure out how to do this beyond getting into a room with you? Because a lot of people can't.
Well, I think you bring up a good point. If you're unsatisfied with your airline, you can do what's called a status match or status challenge, where you say, you know, if you're with Delta and want to switch to American, because I do think it's the best program, you can always call American and say, I want to switch over. But as you mentioned, airlines count elite qualification differently. So American has this really unique system of elite qualifying points, miles, and segments. So you need to qualify for a challenge, you need to qualify on points, and basically that system gives you more points for the more expensive fare classes. Miles is based on how far you fly, and then segments are for every single segment, takeoff and landing, you qualify. So generally qualifying on segments is the hardest because you have to take off, you know, you have to fly a ton on these short flights. But to answer your question, there's no one easy way. That's why I say just figure out what airline you want to join that has the best routes and has the best partners, and then contact them. We have an elite status match page where we give generally all the publicly available matches, but a lot of times, you know, airlines want to poach customers, especially if you're in markets like New York, Seattle, LA. You know, the airlines are competing hugely in these markets and they want small business owners. So it never hurts to ask and reach out and say, hey, look, I want to give all my business to you. How can you make it easier for me to join? Because I'm not starting from the bottom.